Hi there, tennis fans. It's another episode of Tennis This Week with Biola Solace-Chukwu, the tennis crazy lady. And we're into the 8th week of the 2023 tennis season. This week we have just one WTA tournament and 3 ATP tournaments, so it's bound to be an eventful week. Let's start off with the only WTA tournament this week, the Qatar Open in Doha. This runs from the 13th to the 18th of February at the International Tennis and Squash Complex in Doha, Qatar. It's a WTA 500 event, so you expect the best in the world to be competing, and we have 7 of the top 10 players in the world competing over there in Doha. So yes, it's going to be feisty. World number 1 Iga Swiatek returns for the first time since the Australian Open, and she's defending champion, top seed as well, naturally, since she's world number 1, and she has a lot of top players to contend with, also seated at the likes of Jessica Pegula, Caroline Garcia, Coco Gauff, Maria Sakkari, Daria Kasatkina. So yes, it is a very packed draw. The top 4 seeds in Doha, that's Swiatek, Pegula, Garcia, and Gauff, have a bye in the first round, but potentially Swiatek could face Danielle Collins in the second round. So that's a very quality second round match that could happen. Also, Gauff could be facing Petra Kvitova. Belinda Bencic, who is also seeded, could be facing Victoria Azarenka in the second round as well. Those are some very mouth-watering second round matches. But the first round also holds some excitement. There's Maria Sakkari versus Qin Wenjuan in the first round. There is also Beatriz Haddad-Maia versus Paula Badoza. There's Yelena Ostapenko taking on Madison Keys. There's Petra Kvitova versus Zhang Shui as well. So it is just packed, and I love it. I know you're excited as well. So we're going into Doha, and it's bound to be feisty, like I said. So over to the ATP, starting off with the Rotterdam Open in Netherlands. It's an ATP 500 event played on indoor hard courts, and it runs from the 13th to the 19th of February. World number 7, Felix Auger-Aliassime, is the defending champion. This was where he won his maiden title finally last year, and he's going to be defending a title for the very first time in his career. That is not going to be easy though, because he has the likes of Stefanos Tsitsipas, Hubert Hurkacz, Holger Rune, Daniil Medvedev, Andrei Rublev to contend with. So yeah, it's going to be a difficult title defense, but we'll see how far Felix Auger-Aliassime can go. He starts off with the very tricky Lorenzo Sonego in the first round. In the first round, top seed Stefanos Tsitsipas takes on Emil Ruusuvuori. There's also Daniil Medvedev versus Alejandro Davidovich Fokina. In the first round, there's Alex de Minaur versus Andrei Rublev as well. Hubert Hurkacz versus Roberto Bautista Agut. This is a beautiful draw. Nice draw. Very nice draw. The Argentina Open and ATP 250 event on clay courts also holds this week from the 13th to the 19th of February. And good news. World number 2, Carlos Alcaraz, is back. The world number 2 hadn't played any tennis at all since November due to 2 different injuries, but he's set to return in Argentina this week, and that's very refreshing news. We know how he took the world by storm last season, winning multiple titles, including the US Open, becoming the youngest world number 1 in ATP history as well. So yes, I think the ATP tour is definitely better with Carlos Alcaraz in the mix. We'll see how far he can go. He starts the tournament with a bye in the first round, but also seeded in this tournament are the likes of Cameron Norrie, Diego Schwartzman, Lorenzo Musetti as well. Casper Ruud, who is supposed to be defending champion, isn't playing at the tournament this year. But yes, bring on the Argentina Open, because with Carlos Alcaraz in there, it's bound to be exciting. Dominic Thiem also is in this tournament as a wild card. So yeah, let's see how that goes. The Delray Beach Open and ATP 250 event will also be holding this week in the United States. Cameron Norrie, who won the tournament last year, will be playing in Argentina instead, so he won't be here. But Taylor Fritz, Tommy Paul, Denis Shapovalov, and Miomir Kecmanovic at the top 4 seeds, and they have a bye in the first round. Yoshihito Nishioka, John Isner, JJ Wolf, Ben Shelton are also in this draw. Yubin Wu, who had an absolute fairy tale run in Dallas last week, will also be in this tournament, and I'm really looking forward to seeing the Chinese more on the ATP tour. So yes, that's what's going to be happening at the Delray Beach Open. But why haven't you subscribed to this channel? Please subscribe, because there is a lot more tennis content apart from Tennis This Week coming up here on my channel. So please also like, comment, and share to other tennis fans as well. My name is Biola Solace-Chukwu, the Tennis Crazy Lady, and I'll be back with Tennis This Week again next week. See you then.